It's our first winter in our little cove. And I'm still figuring things out. Like figuring out if my fall garden is going to survive. There's lettuce and there's still some broccoli. Or at least the broccoli is coming in. And those little sugar snaps, they're barely hanging in there. But the weather's getting ready to change. Snow is coming. Well, the snow is mostly melted, and it's warmed up a little bit today, but this is about as warm as it's going to get. I think it's 52, 53 degrees today. I think that's about it for a while. We've got another really cold snap coming here in the next couple of days, where I think it's going to be maybe 10, 11 degrees, something like that. So it's going to be pretty chilly, and ideas of having much of a winter garden are pretty much a done deal. If I had been a little more proactive and put covers on everything, and been more protective of things, things would have survived. Like my sugar snaps and all of that. But now everything is mostly mush. The carrots, I think, the carrots are going to hang in there. The garlic. And the garlic will be fine, and the rosemary is doing fine. So that's it's not a total loss, but pretty much everything else, the comfrey is died back, and that's a strong root, so that'll come back. But and I did have on the indigo, I had a cover crop that I'd put on there, thinking that was going to come up, but again I planted that too late, and I haven't looked, but I think pretty much everything's frozen there. So what I need to do, which I should have done a while back, best laid plans and all of that, is mulch. Put mulch down on everything and just let it rest. And maybe with all this cold weather coming, I think the thing to do is to go back inside where it's nice and toasty and pull out my seed catalogs and get some tea, place some orders for some seeds, and get ready for spring. I think that's the thing to do. Tea and seed catalogs. I have a nice selection of seed catalogs, mostly regional, a lot of heirlooms, lots to choose from, and I have a lot of seeds left from previous seasons, mostly from last year and some even before that. But they're not very well organized. I need to do something about that. I've got partial seed packets and full seed packets and lots of seeds, and yeah, I definitely need to organize them. But now it's time to start planning. Decide what I'm going to plant for spring of 2022. So lots more things in the works. I've got plenty of logs for building more raised beds, which some of these logs, like the pine, will probably, hopefully that's going to be good fuel for the wood burning kiln when I get that going. And I've also got a bunch of saplings and small branch cuttings and that sort of thing for spoon carving. And spoon carving, oh golly, a whole new set of skills, a whole new set of tools. I have this beautiful axe, handmade axe, and I just need to practice a little bit with it. I'm gonna just carve away on this branch and just to kind of get used to using an axe. It's wicked sharp and I really have to be careful. And I also have this beautiful handmade knife, if I can get it out of the sheath. And again, I just need to practice a little bit. I have no wood skills, and I think that's pretty obvious here. But it'll just take time. New skills, new tools, new adventures. Time to do a bit more exploring on the property. I'm heading for the old stream bed. I guess it's actually from the spring. Curious as to what wonders await. Things like old tires, but more interestingly, the old cistern from the property. Who knows how old that is? So I'm also thinking about wild clay, and I'm thinking that this deep cut here where the little spring runs, that I don't know if this is a natural cut or if somebody cut this in, but I'm thinking, this is a good place to look for maybe some local clay that I can try and do something with. But it's still winter, and I really think that I'm going to work on this project when maybe it's in the 50s instead of the mid-30s. I think climbing around in a creek bed or a spring bed or whatever in the 30s is maybe not my best idea right now. So we'll wait on that. But here's where the really big project is going to happen. This is where I'm going to build my wood-fired kiln. I've got this great little book. It's all about building this called the Philosopher's Kiln, and it's small. It's designed to be fired by one person in one day, and I can't wait to get started on it. Just got to measure it out and just start planning. Oh my gosh, it just makes my heart sing just thinking about it. The wind is picking up and the temperature's dropping. Good time to head back inside and look at all my wonderful books on wood-fired kilns. Well, as you can see, I've got a lot going on. 2022 promises to be a fun year. Lots of things in the works. The wood carving, that's going to take some figuring out. The gardens are that's a joy to continue with those and expand and see what all I can grow and especially get the indigo going again. Most importantly is building the wood-fired kiln and starting to look for a wild clay and putting all that to use as I sit here as the snow flurries start to fly and the winds are picking up and the temperature's dropping, so another storm is on the way. So I think it's a good time to go back inside and sit by the fire, maybe go peruse some more of my books on building kilns and figuring out my plan of attack. I've got bricks. I think I've got bricks for the kilns, so that's going to be happening in February. But everything, fingers, toes crossed, that works out. But again, thanks for following along as I keep on tending my handmade life, and I hope you'll leave a comment and say hi, and we'll just keep figuring it out as we go along. Thank you so much. Blessings.